Hi, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jackson Spade 04. Here with a new segment called One on One with a Great One. Alright, this segment is going to be me talking about any type of event that I go to, any type of YCS regionals or anything like that. Any type of major event, I'm going to go ahead and do some type of wrap-up or some type of review for the event. This one, of course, is YCS Dallas, as most of y'all know. Went to YCS Dallas a couple weeks ago. I did pretty good. Did X and 3, nothing to brag on, but hey, it's not terrible either. I think it was about a little over 1,200 players. I ended up placing 228. Not really too bad, considering the fact that anybody under 700 ranking dropped. So, made it. I wouldn't say did bad, but did pretty decent. Anyway, first off, go ahead and tell y'all what type of matchups I played, how I did, and going to move on to what I think about the event overall. Number one, round one, faced windups. Lost against them. Pretty much it was a standard wind-up build. This first turn hand looping, didn't have max season hand, didn't have effect Baylor. None I really could do. By the way, my deck profiles have a link right here. The deck I played, it's a Chaos build. I've really been playing with it ever since the start of the format, ever since the start of the ban list, rather since, I put up my plan deck, Zach got shit on, so let's go and do something else. So, play with Chaos again, the link's will be right there. Round two, played against Injectors. Now, going into this YCS, I knew Injector was going to be a hard matchup for me, just simply because one card gets them so much advantage. You play Dragonfly or a Centipede, you go search something, go search. Even if I get you top deck in one, top deck in one card can bring you back from the whole game. So I lost that round. So at this point I make two. Round three I go on to play another wind-up deck. Again, this standard wind-up deck, beat me off next three. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I finished X3 in the tournament, so obviously the next 6 rounds I won, so, definitely pretty proud about that. Started off terribly, but, had a strong finish. Round 4, I played a guy who played it was a Chaos Dragon Ninja deck. I said the same thing when I played it. It's a pretty interesting build, in the fact that, you're starting off with your ninjas. If you don't draw the dragon, from playing it looked like he had a stronger ninja base than the dragon, so, what he would do, and, instead of going into, when he plays the, Jitsu card that's on the dragon, instead of going for White Dragon Ninja, he would bring a Blue Eyes on the field, or bring a Red Eyes, Red Eyes Dragon, and then next turn he go into Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and then just do all that stuff. So it was a nice build. Unfortunately, he didn't want to give a deck profile on it, so I said, okay, I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So after that, beat him. After that, I went on to play another Inspector deck. This one, I'll say, wasn't as a competitive build for Insectors, so I beat it pretty easily. Went on to round 5 and 6. I played wind-ups. Both times opened up beautifully. Had max seed and Baylor's the entire game, so he couldn't loop me and he couldn't just try to get too much advantage on me. So beat it pretty bad. Round 7. Played Light Swarms. Can't remember the guy's name. Great player, had lots of fun playing him. Went to game 3. Game 3, he beat me down to 100 life points. He was 8,000. I marched him all the way back down to 0. So I went on beating him around 3. If you see this video, definitely comment down below so I can go keep up with you. Had a great time playing. The guy works at Volvo, real cool guy. Round 7 was actually my first time playing Heroes in the tournament. Previous rounds I didn't play them, even though there was tons of heroes everywhere. Beat it, this standard hero build, nothing, nothing really too impressive about it. Round 8, had another hard matchup. That one was Chaos Dragons. That one it wasn't the Lightsworn version that won, it was just a straight Chaos Dragon deck. Had a hard time with it. Doomcow and Thunder King is really what won me that game. Ended up getting the win on him. And round 9, played the guy who has Heroes and Draxic. Got a deck profile from him. Be right there in the middle. Called it Jurassic Park. This basically your standard hero build. Had Glebe in it. Real cool guy. Had lots of fun playing him again. We got a profile up there. Go ahead and take a look at it. And that was the YCS. Round Swiss. Pretty good. Did not play Dino Rabbit. Did not play Dark Worlds the entire time. Even though the den was flooded with both. Overall, it was a pretty good YCS. Had a good time. Met a lot of cool people. Had a lot of really good matchups. And then after, the day 2, fortunately I didn't make it. I want to give a shout out to one of my guys from my locals, Mason. He top 32. I'm gonna go ahead and have later on this week. I'm gonna go ahead and get a deck profile from him. It's gonna be somewhere down below. Whenever I get it, don't have it now. It's gonna be in a couple of days. I'll go ahead and whenever I get it, I'll just update it to the video with the link on it. Also, it'll be just regularly on my page. See, about 8 of us went down there. Mason was the only one from our locals at top, so shout out to him. Good job. The side events were crazy. You had the Win Mat tournament, which, you got a YCS mat for competing. They had a structure deck tournament where you just build a deck. Everybody gets a start deck. Everybody plays each other. The winner gets a mat for that start deck. And it's actually a real bad. I didn't play in one. I played in regional qualifiers. They single round elimination. The winner gets their regional invite. For those who have never been to YCS, like I said, it's lots of fun. There are lots of events. They have dual terminal machines up there if you just want to try to get some new dual terminal cards. They have the main events for the top whatever. And then you have of course, you have all the side events. On to the winners. Winners, of course, at this point everybody knows, is Dino Rabbit. A lot of people are upset about Dino Rabbit winning, but I'll be honest, it's about time that they did get a win. It's a really good deck. I have a hard time playing against it, but to me it's more beatable than the sectors are at the moment, especially with the new set coming out there. Going to get a pretty big boost, so it's going to be interesting to see how the sectors do, seeing how they really haven't just been dominating the format like a lot of people initially thought that it was just going to be in sectors. Second place, which I liked a lot, it was the Lightsworn Chaos Dragon builds. So here we have basically a starter deck, type deck that actually went all the way to second place. Now a lot of people are saying that that deck should play first because simply the hand that the Dino Rabbit player had open hand, but he had 4 judges around him whenever he drew, whenever he cut, so can't really say it's stacking if he's that good where he can pull 4 judges who's standing right in front of you doing it. Way more power to you. I'm not mad at you. Next, let's have Sprinkle Down Dark Worlds. You had a Blackwing deck that surprisingly got into the top rank. So, but other than that, you just had regular Dino Rabbit. You had the Chaos and Dark World inspectors. Made some of the lower top 32 plays spots, but for the most part, it was mainly Dark Worlds, Dino Rabbit, and the one Chaos Dragon, Lightsworn, and also Hero. As far as the overall number of players, overall number of decks that we had, majority of it was Dino Rabbit. Then I think around second place we had as far as the number of decks, was heroes. There were tons of heroes, tons of Dark World decks. Surprisingly, there really were not as many rogue decks, as people would have thought that were going to be there. What I mean by rogue decks, if you don't know, is just a deck that's not just a standard meta, which is just your Insector, your Wind Up, your Dino Rabbit, your Heroes, your Dark Worlds. Other than that, there weren't too many just random decks. There was a couple Chaos Burns. I saw a Final Countdown deck that somebody played, got destroyed. But other than that, like I said, it's a pretty good event. That's actually about it. This video's going a little long again. That's why I really don't like sitting down in front of the camera. I tend to ramble on a little bit longer than I should, but hey, it is what it is. Last thing I want to say, my deck profile deck that I have built, that I just put online, like I said, the link's going to be at the bottom. Also at the end of the video, I'm going to have all my YCS videos online. It's the guy who did the match, name is Robert. He's a decent player. If you guys, like I said, that match he did it himself, hand-drawn, hand-inked. If you guys want one made, just send me a message, comment down below, and I'll get with him to see, if whatever you want done is something that he can do, and I'll definitely get back with you. We'll talk about price later on that. So again, Jackal Spade 04, new segment called 1-on-1 with a great one. Comment, rate, subscribe down below. I'll holler at y'all later.